Do you need a website for your freelancing or consulting business? Stay tuned to find out. Everybody, my name is Don Felker, and on this channel I teach software developers how to start, survive, and thrive in the world of freelancing and in consulting and everything right around software development. Today, I am talking about whether or not you need a website as a freelancer. So simply put, the answer is yes. So why do you need a website as a freelancer though? Let's go ahead and hop into a couple of reasons why. Reason number one is it gives you a place to point people to when they need to contact you. So if you have a social presence such as something like a Twitter account, an Instagram account, YouTube account, and you are promoting things and teaching things, you want to have a location where you can send people so they can contact you or learn more information. And a website is going to be a place that you can do that. So you want to make sure you have a website so people can find you. All right, the second reason why you need a website as a freelancer. It's basically your sales page. You're going to put all of your portfolio on your website. So this is going to be any of maybe the apps you've developed, any projects that you've been a part of, anything that's impressive that you would want to tell somebody. It's basically your online resume. So when someone looks up your freelancing company, or maybe it's just you yourself, they can see what you're capable of and what you've done via your portfolio. Remember, this is your sales page where you can actually put things and people can check out what you've done. So you want to make sure you put all of your best content up there, make sure your portfolio is looking really good. There's a bunch of plugins for different web WordPress and Squarespace sites out there. So find one that looks good that you like and set it up so all of your portfolio looks top notch. Number three, it's a place where you can put testimonials. So if you have done some work for a client, they've been very happy with it, and you followed up with them afterwards to have them give you a testimonial, well, this is a place where you can put that testimonial. And then when people land on your website and check out all of your portfolio and everything that you've done, or maybe to contact you, they're going to see the testimonials as well, that you know what you're talking about and that you can provide the service that you are promoting. And number four, this one's kind of obvious, but make sure that they can get a hold of you via your contact page. And as I said earlier, you want to make sure you have a place where you can point someone. Well, the reason why you want to be able to point someone there is so they can get a hold of you. And on your website, you're going to have some type of contact page. And on this contact page, it should just email you directly anytime someone contacts you. You could even have a drop-down list using one of the built-in form builders that are inside of WordPress or one of the other site builders out there that allow people to specify the reason they're contacting you. Maybe it's an inquiry, they have a question around tech, or trying to hire you, asking about rates, any of the types of those things. So you already have an idea of what they're looking for when they contact you. But number four is make sure that they can get a hold of you via your contact page. All right, number five, you can sell additional products and services on your website. Now, what do I mean by that? Let's assume that you offer a service where you audit someone's application to check for security problems or anything of that nature. You've got this down to a science, you run it through a couple of security programs you've built, and you generate a nice looking report to give back to the client. You could then create a landing page that talks about the service, all of the features that you're going to provide, the reports you're going to provide, perhaps a sample of it, as well as the pricing right there in the web page. And using various different online store plugins, you can actually charge someone right there from your website as well. So maybe someone just wants to order a security audit. What this will then do is allow you to then charge them directly on the website. You can get notified and sell those products. So not only are you going to be selling your software services, such as development as a developer in the freelance space, but you could also sell them additional services that you might be offering on top of that. So you could potentially upsell additional clients or use those services as lead magnets into a longer term engagement. What does that mean? If you want to use the example of the security audit again, maybe someone decides to buy a security audit. They like what you have done. You now have their email address and you can follow up with them. A lot of times you'll find that things like this, if you were to identify some problems in the security audit, could potentially turn into longer term engagements. So this is all from you pointing someone to a web page talking about a product or a service. So you could have these things all over the web on different types of platforms that allow you to sell different things, but when you have it all on one site, you can start cross-promoting different things and people can see that you do freelancing, you have these other products, maybe you have an ebook, maybe you have a digital download of something, maybe you've created a WordPress plugin that's an advanced plugin for a particular industry. The options are really endless, and a website is basically your online home, your online resume, and your sales page all built into one. So yes, you do need an online presence with a website. Get yourself a custom domain, could be your name. I highly advise that you use whatever your consulting name is. For example, if your consulting company's name was Bob's Consulting, you'd maybe want to do bobsconsulting.com if you could, if it was available. Otherwise, you might have to use some other kind of variations to land on that domain that you would like. Set that up, get yourself hosted, and get your website up and start promoting your services. You'll find that you have a bunch of leads that come through your website simply just by having it up and linking to it in your social profiles. I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you next time.